Let's start out with who we are. We are the provider of the fastest and most powerful lead generation software on the internet. You'll be able to see all of this in action as I go through the presentation. But our software is comprised of four parts. Main parts is a data miner. That's sort of the hub of everything. It allows us to pull a lot of data from the internet in the form of email addresses, phone numbers, physical addresses. We have a phone broadcaster where you can pull the data directly from the data miner over into it and send out a broadcast phone message just with the push of a few buttons. We have a sales page creator, which allows us to create sales funnels, which enables us to do automation when it comes to our marketing. And again, you'll see all this in action. And then an on-demand page creator as well that allows you to create on-demand webinars that are very popular right now in the industry of marketing, and we'll give you an example of that as well. So what this is and what this is not. Now, this is not a 9 to 5 requiring you to get up early and stay late, right? I work from home. I'm at home right now. All of our agents work from remote locations. I would say probably 99% of them work from home. And this is a chance for you to take inbound calls. This is not a cold calling prospecting situation. I've done all that stuff, and it's horrible making cold calls. It's always easier when a call is coming in, or if the call that you are making a call, they're expecting your call. So, but this is an all inbound call situation. Now, the commissions for this position, we're paying $400 per sale plus perks. Cover those perks here in just a little bit. And now this is a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week call center. So we have calls coming in at all hours. We've had agents taking calls at 2, 3 in the morning. For whatever reason, people are actually calling in. Obviously, a lot fewer people are calling in that time, but people are calling in and people are taking the calls and making sales at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty cool. So is this for you? Well, I don't know. You can answer that question as I go through this presentation. So I don't know, but we'll see. So one of the first things that people always want to know is, how do I get paid? Well, you're paid direct commissions. You have two options. You have the ability of using our personal merchant and us paying you via e-wallet. So we basically are the master merchant. The processing comes through our merchant account, and then we pay you out via e-wallet, and we do that every Friday. Okay? Or you can use your own merchant account. We have a very strong relationship with the merchant company, and it's like 90+% of people that apply there get approved. And once you do, then you get paid directly. From when you make the sale, so that transaction goes through, it takes about 48 hours for it to hit your bank account, depending on the day of the week. So if it's like on a Friday, it might not hit till Monday, or so it's business day, so 48 hours, just depending on the day of the week. So if you do sales Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to be a bit longer. But during the business week, it's about 48 hours to hit your bank account. So those are the two options for getting paid. So how does that sound? Well, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at this, the product that you'll be selling, the software. And I'm going to give you some examples. You saw in this the email that you got, I talked about Facebook and making big money through Facebook. Now I'm going to show what the software can do. And I mean, it does so many different things. And each week I try to come up with another angle to show you what's possible with the software. So let's go ahead and get into the software. And the company here, as you can see, is Automatic Lead Tools. Okay, and this is the data miner. So let me first let me do it this way. One second. I wanted you to see this, the front of the site. I've already logged in, but once you log in, you're going to see here all of these different pieces. So right here, so system setup, I mean, everything is laid out for you when anybody begins to use the software. The ALT data mining software is right here, and that's where you saw me already, is inside of the software. Okay? So as you can see here at the top, it shows that we have Google, Bing, Merchant Circle, Yelp, Craigslist, and Backpage. Now these are all different places where you can pull data, all right? You can pull data directly from Google, or you can put in websites and pull data from within that site. So if I was in Google, just right on Google, and I were to type in, let's say that I was just looking for people that are, and we'll jump far from this, but let's just say I was looking for people in a specific company that were like, Amway or something, because everybody knows what Amway is, right? So Amway, and I typed that and it started extracting leads. So these are all people that are some way connected with the keyword Amway. You can see all these email addresses and phone numbers that are being sucked out from that, okay? So, all of these distributors, potential distributors in Amway, are potential customers for our product, because our product is geared towards entrepreneurs, business owners, marketers that are looking to build their business or increase their commissions or bottom line or whatever it is. And our software just pulls. I mean, you can see here how fast it's pulling this data. I'm holding this button down on my mouse, and it's just almost, you can see the bars just bouncing back and forth, trying to go up as it's pulling data. So I'm just going to complete this because I don't know how long it will go on, but in those few seconds, it pulled 2,580 email addresses, 536 phone numbers, and it was still going. So I didn't want to, but it pulls. Our software is the fastest by far at pulling this type of data. Okay, so that was one example. Now in the email, I talked about specifically Facebook, right? So I'm going to show you some stuff here that is pretty cool stuff. So let's go back over here to the Google extractor, okay? And now we know Facebook, as I said in the email, has 1 billion plus users, right? And they have all types of interests. And obviously, those people are, consumers. They buy stuff. I look in my office right now, and gosh, I got to really organize, but there's another computer, there's a coffee cup, there's a water bottle, there's speakers, there's a fan, there's a Rubik's Cube, there's blinds on the window. So all these are things that people buy and have sold me, that I bought. So if you look around where you are, everything pretty much where you're at has been bought and sold. So that said, Facebook is just loaded with people that buy stuff, because we all do, right? So how can you monetize that? How can you make money as a result of that? All right, well, I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so let's go into Facebook, and let's go site:/Facebook. Now what I'm doing right now is called a Boolean search. Okay, I'm doing a Boolean search, meaning that I'm going to look inside of Facebook in this case, and I'm going to look for certain keywords. So let's type in bass fishing. All right, bass fishing, just random example. Okay, I'm going to click extract leads. So the software, okay, is going into Facebook right now, and it's pulling email addresses and phone numbers of people that are engaged in some sort of communication about bass fishing. All right? So wouldn't it be cool if I had like a bass or a fish and tackle shop where I could like connect with these people and let them know about promotions that I have and fishing rods? Because, do you think anybody buys anything online these days? I could go into like trends and stuff like that and show reports, but it's increasing every year, the amount of stuff that people buy. My wife pretty much buys everything online, and there's packages coming to my door every day, and Scott can attest to that because we're on Skype and he hears me say, hold on, I got to get, somebody's at the door. So that's bass fishing, right? So freshwater fishing would be another way to search. Saltwater fishing would be another way to search. Fishing tackle would be another way to search. Fishing rods. I mean, there's so many terms that you could use that are in the world of fishing that you could just go on and on finding this data. But you can see here that bass fishing pulled 828 email addresses and 498 phone numbers. All right? So now I'm going to share something with you, and that's this. Okay, there's a company called Commission Junction. Now this is way off topic of our software, but I'm just going to show you this because this is some way that you can monetize our software, okay, to make you more money. Like, other than the $400 commissions that you can make selling the software and selling leads, and I'll talk about all that stuff, here's just another way, all right? Another way that you can make money. So Commission Junction, what they are is a company where you can become an affiliate for them for free. It doesn't cost anything. And then they have tons of advertisers that work with them, okay? So I did a little search beforehand because I wanted to be prepared for you. And you can see here, Bass Pro Shops. Now there's a number of things to look in here that's sort of stats and stuff. I'll explain it quickly. But here you can see that you're going to make 5% of the sale in this case. 7-day EPC, 3-month EPC. So EPC stands for earnings per click. What that means is that on average, all of their affiliates, right, they get somebody to click on their link, all right, that your affiliate link that you get when you sign up with this Bass Pro Shops are earning $20.40, meaning that the website, if the right kind of traffic is being sent to this website, that it really works. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're opening this up. Now here's their website, okay, Bass Pro Shops. So let's open this up. So now when you become an affiliate for them, you are going to be able to send people to this website. And if the people that we just pulled, all right, so we just gathered all this data. Oops, where is it? There it is. 828 email addresses. Okay, and we just did bass fishing, right? So again, we could have done, like I said, a lot of different ways of searching for people interested in fishing. And obviously they have a hunting picture here, so they do other things: fishing, hunting, shooting, boating, camping, clothing, shoes, boats. You can sell all this stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. I just used the fishing example because I wanted to target a specific group of people on Facebook that are interested in bass fishing. Now look, we're here, and it says right there, bait casting reels, spinning reels, saltwater fishing reels, casting rods, spinning rods. These are all different keywords that you can target so that you get even more focused on what people are hungry for inside of Facebook. And if you put those keywords into your data miner and pull out people that are interested specifically in bait casting reels, and then we click on bait casting reels, now when you find those email addresses and you send them an email, you can say, hey, I saw you're in Facebook, you're interested in bait casting reels. Well, we're having a special, whatever this percentage off is on bait casting reels. Check out my website. You can watch a video about this. You send them to your link. That's going to direct them here. So this would be like the link here, but you'd have your own special one that you could use. Send them that and then have them watch the video. If they buy this bait casting reel, you're going to get paid a commission. So in these particular cases, it's 5%. So that's not a lot of money that you're making on this, but this is just one example. So you could do this like, we were looking at, hunting, shooting, camping, and, one thing to consider are the price points. So these are price points that are lower, okay? So if you're looking for products where the price points are higher, so let's say shooting, ammunition, guns, rifles. So I know rifles are going to have higher price points. Like this one's $1,749. So if they get this rifle through your link, then obviously your commission's a lot higher. So this is just an example. Now you obviously don't own a gun store. I don't own a gun store. Maybe you're not into guns, so this wouldn't be for you. Boating. So obviously there are going to be things like motors are going to be more expensive, and different things. Now that's just one that we just looked for, which was fishing. Okay, I did the same thing for photography. We could look in Facebook for people that are interested in photography. So now there's cameras that are for sale. So Canons, obviously We know that, cameras are going to be more expensive. Here's a $1,000 camera, $1,400 camera, $2,500 camera, $1,700 camera, $6,000 camera with a price drop. So if you're looking in Facebook for people that are interested in, this Canon's or Canon cameras, you could do the same thing in Facebook. You could type in site:facebook.com Canon EOS camera, and there are probably groups in Facebook that are specifically talking about Canon cameras, and people that are in there that are photographers or looking to get into photography, and you connect with them because you're pulling those email addresses out and telling them Canon EOS price drop, found you on Facebook, special for Facebook users, whatever, price drop, here's the link to check out the price drop, and you send them the link to this, to your page that is linked to the Canon right here, and there, if they buy that camera from your link, you're going to get paid a commission from Commission Junction for making that sale. And you could go on and on and on and on. You think of a product, whatever it is, you can go into Commission Junction, type in the keyword, find an advertiser for it, click, become an affiliate for that advertiser through Commission Junction, and then make a sale. And you can do this day in, day out. Just think of a product, think of a group of people in Facebook. I mean, you can go into Facebook and start looking around at groups and seeing where the active people are and really seeing who's talking about buying stuff. There's so many things that you can do. And then when you find that, then go back to your data miner, put in that keyword that would be targeting those groups, pull out all the email addresses and phone numbers, connect with them, and do that, okay? So listen, I know that this is maybe over some of your heads because this is like some marketing stuff, but these are the kind of things that we coach and train on. We have weekly trainings for our reps where we talk about different types of marketing, different ways of using the software. There's so many things that you can do with our software. This is just one little bit, snippet, okay? And this is not a full training on this at all. I just wanted to give you an idea of, a lot of people are like, wait a minute, you can do that? I didn't know you could become an affiliate for selling Canon cameras, and I didn't know that I could pull out phone numbers and email addresses on Facebook for people who were interested in that and connect those two and make money. Wow, okay? So hopefully this is opening up somewhat of a new world for you, that this is how people make money working from home. There's a lot of ways to do it, but the key is having the ability to pull data and then find products and services that data or those people are hungry for and connected to, and you're in the middle making money. That's really the key and to all this stuff, okay? So let's get back over into to the back office here for automatic lead tools so I can show you some of the other stuff. Now, really quick, let me just get back over here. So, I just spent in Google, but you can see Bing is another search engine that you can use, similar to Google. Merchant Circle is a business directory. Somebody was asking me in the Facebook group the other day, can you find churches? Because they wanted to, I don't know what they were doing with churches, but I said, let me check. So I typed in churches or church. You can see I already did that search because we like to help our members. And you can see here, and this is Los Angeles where I am, and if I remember right, it pulled like 3,600 something churches. Now I don't know what they were doing, what they were looking for the churches for, but you can see these are all 323, 310. These are all 213 are all Los Angeles area codes. So I mean, it's just gonna. I don't know how long it pulled for last time. I'm just gonna complete it real quick. But 620 in just a few minutes. The total amount that I got from the first search was 3,600 something. So I sent that over and let the lady know that, yeah, absolutely you can pull from churches. Yelp, we all know what Yelp is. It's similar to Merchant Circle, but it's just different, it's newer. Craigslist and Backpage. So Craigslist, you can go in and just search through Craigslist just like you would in all the different sections by typing in a keyword and going through. Okay, I'm not going to go through every bit of the data miner just because there's a lot more to cover, but just to give you an idea of what the capabilities are of it. And then your extracted lists, these are all the lists that you've pulled, and you can download them into CSV files, okay? So you saw that you could pull phone numbers, that we have phone numbers that we pull. So let's just move right over into the, the software, the broadcast platform. Let's go down here. And then we go to broadcast. It's going to open up the broadcaster, and this is where we can create a broadcast. Now, the numbers that we pull out from the bass fishing, let's say. Now, let's say that you really get into this, and all you do is you buy yourself a little domain name, $8, $9, and it's something to do with bass fishing, right? So bass fishing, we love bass fishing or whatever. And it's as if you're going to target people that are interested in bass fishing and direct them to your bass fishing place that you just become an affiliate for. So if you're going to do voice broadcasts, hey, saw you on Facebook, and there's a discount on bass fishing stuff special for Facebook customers, and visit www.welovebassfishing.com. That's it. Simple. So they visit that site. All it does is redirects them to your affiliate link, taking them to the bass fishing stuff, and they buy something, then you make commissions. If it's the Canon thing or photography, whatever, then we love CanonCameras.com and send them to that. It's just this is marketer's thinking. So this is how you would create that message. You would just put the name, put the caller ID name that you want, caller ID number, then you upload the phone numbers directly into it. You create your little message. You can have it recorded professionally. You can do it yourself just over the phone. You press a button, and your message is going out to those people that are that. You can do multiple campaigns at the same time. So if you were doing one for the cameras or this, or if you're doing one for to restaurants or to insurance agents or whatever the thing is, you can do them all different at the same time. Okay, so that's our voice broadcasting platform, and we have here, just so you know, these tutorials. Right, these are all training videos over the shoulder, so that right here, for instance, the voice broadcasting tutorials. If it seemed complicated, well, we have step-by-step videos right here showing you, walking you through the process of activating your account, creating web traffic to only live people, or if you wanted to go to live people and answering machines. So there's training on how to do all that stuff. Also, we have, like I mentioned, live weekly training, and all of our live weekly training is set here, recorded and set here. So that's our archive for you for if you couldn't attend live training, then we record them and then you can watch them here after the fact. All right. So that's the training, the tutorials that we have. Now let's go to a little bit further into our software. So let's first go into the sales funnels, and let's take a look at some of these. Now, sales funnels, what this is let's say that the email addresses that you gathered, you're going to send them a message or a phone call or something, and then before they get sent to your page or whatever to buy your stuff, you're going to want to collect them into what's called an autoresponder. It's like a database that allows you to automate messages sent to them. So this way, if you're building a database of people that are interested in bass fishing, and they went to the site today and they didn't buy anything, but there's more specials coming out from the bass fishing, and you know about that because you're an affiliate for that company, and they're like, more specials, more specials. So you set up a series of follow-up messages that talk about this rod or that reel or these lures, just anything to get them back to the site, back to the site, back to the site to buy something. Now, if you send them to your site to buy bass fishing stuff and they don't buy anything bass fishing, and they happen to travel to another area of the site and buy something else, you still get credit for that. Okay, it's not only if they if they got to the website through your link or whatever they buy, you're going to get credit for that. But the follow-up is going to allow them to do that. So here's here's like a page that I created real quick, just on talking about how to make money online. So you can put your logo here, okay? Here's the background. You can put this content here, and you can add a video. And here's the opt-in form, name, email address. You can also have a box here that says phone number. Then they get the details. When they click that, you gathered their email address. Now they're in your follow-up series, and you can then do what's called a drip campaign, which means that email messages will go out to them automated, however you set it up, every other day, whatever. And it's all automated, so you just write these messages one time, and every person that fills this out is going to get those follow-up messages from you. So obviously, these are the types of things that business owners and entrepreneurs want and love, which is why it's so easy for us to sell the software and why we have so many people making so many sales, especially brand new agents that are coming through. When they show this to people, entrepreneurs, business owners, and they see this, they're just blown away, and they're like, wait a minute, your software does all of this? And the answer is yes, and they're like, okay, well, how can I get it? So let's just show you how quickly it is, how easy it is to just change a few things here. So this is the one we're going to do. So we're going to edit this, okay? Now you saw the background, the city background. So these are different backgrounds that are already set for you to look at. Let's see. There we go. To choose from, excuse me. So let's do a nice beach background instead, okay? So I'm just going to copy this. Copy that, and I'm going to paste it in to the backgrounds here, like that. Okay, and I'm going to go to the bottom. Let's just do one more change here. Okay, so the redirect button, which is this button here, get the details. Let's change that too. Oops. So rather than get the details, we're going to say apply now and have it be blue. Okay, so we've changed the background and we've changed that button. So now we're just going to click Update Funnel, and we'll come here and we'll refresh this page. And now we've got beach background and the Apply Now here, and it's blue. Okay? So that's how quickly you can make changes to these pages. It's very simple to do and very fast. Okay? So on the fly, if you just notice that, and you can test things. So you can see this background people seem to like better when I have this background. More people are putting in their email and phone number than when I have the other background. Okay, so that's called split testing, and it allows you to improve your conversions. All right, so that's how easy that is, and you can create unlimited funnels and do what you want to do there. Now let's continue. On-demand webinars. Okay, same sort of setup here. We can go into an on-demand webinar and see what it looks like. So if we actually have the webinar set up, you can see here that there's a countdown. There's 2 hours, 8 minutes, 35 seconds until the webinar starts. So we can make adjustments to that. Here we can tell it to play all the time, or we can have it set hourly, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through to 10. We can also change the background for these pages as well, same options. We can change the background color of the page, the video background color, the countdown clock color. So it's the same thing. We would just make these changes and change these colors, and then we come back over here and we'd be able to see all the changes that we made. All right, it's as simple as that. If you wanted to see what it looks like without the countdown, let's go to a different page. And let's see if we can find one that doesn't have that. I think there's no video in there. Let's see. Well, here's another background. And for some reason, the video is not popping up for me right now. It's probably something on the video hosting side. So, but you saw on the, it's the same basic process as it was in the sales funnel pages. It's just a different way that we have the videos going in. So, I wish I could get one to pop up for you right now. But let me just keep moving forward, so that because I'm already sort of a little bit behind. All right, so those are the four main components. So you saw the data miner, and we pulled data from Google, from Facebook. You saw we pulled from Merchant Circle. Then we looked at the voice broadcaster, and we saw how easy it is to sort of set up a campaign. Saw the tutorials on getting that done. We looked at the sales funnel creator, and we saw how easily we can edit a page. And then we looked at the on-demand webinars and saw that. Okay? So while I'm in here, what I want to do is show you something else, which is the compensation plan. So we talked about, and extras, okay? So let's look at this picture right here. So we pay $400 commissions per sale. So every time you make a sale, you make $400. But there's more to it, and we spend a lot of time thinking about how to make this compensation plan as good as we could, because Scott and I were in the business prior to buying the company, and there were some definite flaws in the compensation plan. And that first year when I made $138,000 or something like that dollars in sales, if the compensation plan at that time were what it is today, the structure of it, I would have made almost $400,000 instead of $135,000. So that's how we improved the compensation plan. Okay. So the way it works is like this. This is you, okay? And when you make a sale right here, you make $400, okay? Now, you make another sale right here, and again, you make $400, okay? It's really important that when you first get into something, you make sales and you can make some money. So your first two sales, you're going to make that $400 on each one, okay? Now, you're also going to get monthly residuals from each of those as well, meaning that it's $97 a month to keep your membership active, to be able to use the software, the data miner, the on-demand webinars, the sales funnel creators, the voice broadcasts, and that. $97 a month. And 50 of that we're going to pay in commissions as well, okay? So each sale you're making $400. Now your third sale, number 3, that sale passes up to your sponsor, and the $50 residual also passes up to your sponsor, all right? Now your fourth and fifth sales, they go to you, as so do the residuals. Your sixth sale passes up. Your seventh and eighth go to you. Your ninth sale passes up. And then from that point, every ninth sale passes up. Now people have asked, why would I want to pass up sales? Well, there's a few reasons. Well, the first one is that, well, guess what? The same thing's going to happen for you. So when you sign somebody up, if they are marketing the software, following our system to make sales, they're going to pass their third sale, their sixth, and their ninth sale, and every ninth sale up to you, along with the residual commissions, okay? And that happens in each one of the lines where you have a sale. So this person would be passing their 369, this person would be passing their 369 and every ninth, and so forth and so on. Now another reason why we did that is this, because this person here, your sponsor, don't you think that they're inclined to want to help you because they know that you're going to be passing your third, sixth, ninth, and every ninth sale to them? So they're really going to want to help you to do that. And now you're also going to want to help your people to become successful, because you know that every one of them that's tagged to you is going to be passing you their 369. So it means the 400 plus the $50 a month residual. Okay, this is, in my opinion, the most powerful compensation plan that's ever been in this industry, and the results that it's produced for our membership and our members has proven that. People that are brand new have been coming in and making sales, and their people have been making sales, and their people have been making sales. So it's absolutely incredible. So, the foundation of our company is our product. This is not just about making money. It's about the fact that we've got the best data mining software on the planet. And also, our voice broadcaster, we have the lowest rates in the entire industry. Anybody that tries to compete, they can go no lower than what we've got. And 99% of them have higher rates. So 1.8 cents a minute in 6-second increments is what our rates are for the voice broadcaster. And then to throw in that we also have the sales funnel page creator as well as the on-demand webinar. These are all different things you can buy separately from different companies, and we have it all in one package. We have our compensation plan is the top in the industry, and then we have the inbound call center for those that are, when they're getting started, are looking to get some sort of business going or something, so we've got inbound coming calls for them. All right. So what I'm going to do now is get back to the slideshow here and continue on. Now, Scott's hopefully been answering questions in the background, but we will answer more at the end, so when I get to see some. So what types of calls should I expect? Well, this is how I like to explain it. So right here it says business owners seeking lead generation software and entrepreneurs looking for a business opportunity. Really, those two things are kind of the same, and I'll tell you why. When we market, we're looking for people that are looking for a business opportunity, a way to make money. Now, I was one of those people, right, when I was looking for a way to make money when I lost everything. And so I was a good candidate for this software because that's what I was looking for, a way to make commissions. Now, I was already a business owner, right? I had the mortgage company. Now, I couldn't make loans, so at that time the software couldn't help me because nobody could make any loans. I was doing, subprime loans, and so there were no subprime loans anymore, so it wouldn't have helped me to do that. But if that wasn't the case, and I knew about the software before the whole thing collapsed, I would have bought the software in 2 seconds. So I was both. I was a business owner looking for lead generation software at one point, but then the market collapsed. And then I was an entrepreneur looking for a business opportunity. And you'll find that those two categories very, very much crisscross. Because a lot of times people that are business owners are real estate business, insurance, they own a small business, and a lot of times they're looking for something else because they're done with insurance, they're done with mortgages, they're tired of their business that they're running, it's not doing as well, so they're looking for other things, right? So the way that we market, we target people like that, and you'll find that a lot of the people that you speak to are people that are either entrepreneurs looking for a business opportunity. Not all of them are going to be business owners. Some people are just in sales or just looking for a job or something like that, but a lot of them are going to be business owners as well that see the software and say, hey, wait a minute, I could use this for mine and I can make $400 commissions. I want it. Where can I sign up? Okay, so those are the types of calls that you should be expecting. Now, entrepreneurs obviously love the software. I explained like 1,000 reasons why. And there are several ways to make money with automatic lead tools. You can sell the software to businesses or to entrepreneurs for $400 commissions, like I just explained. You can also sell lead lists. So you can generate lists of leads for people that own businesses and gather those lead lists together and then sell them to those business owners for whatever the price tag would be, whatever that you negotiate. You can also sell services. So people that need calls coming in or need some type of a service like that, you can create broadcast messages specifically from leads that you've pulled, and then those calls would go into their 800 number. You'd have it going through your own 800 number so it can track. You can track how many calls they got, and you can have a service that gets people's phones ringing for their 800 call center or whatever it is, for their doctor's offices or whatever. But they need more calls, they need more business. You can do that through your software and charge whatever you want to make that deal. All right, so literally this is a one-stop marketing shop for all types of business owners. So what we will provide for you is a proven script. So the script that we have right now converts for the average person about 1 in 20 calls. We have people who have made sales in 1 in 4 calls. Our top reps they can make sales in 1 in 8 to 10 calls. But for the average person, we're looking at about 1 in 20 calls will get you a sale. We have pre-written follow-up emails that go out. These are done for you so that when you get off the phone, you're going to follow up. The script tells them, I'm going to send you an email. Those emails are already written for you. You're going to send those out. You saw the tutorials that we have on the software. You're also going to get your own 800 number with your own extension that we provide for you, and videos to use for closing sales. So in the emails that you send out, you're going to put links there. They're going to be your personal links to videos that people can watch, and when they watch them, they are going to be able to click a button to buy, and when they buy, it's tagged to you, and you make the sale. You get credit for that sale. Now, the calls per day or per week, we have calls coming in all the time. How many calls you get is going to depend on the time of day and the day of the week. You may be in the call center some days and get 1 call. You may be in the call center some days and get 8 to 10 calls. It really depends. There's no set number I can tell you that says you're going to get X number of calls per day. But I can tell you that you'll get multiple calls per week. That's just from the call center that we provide for you, okay? As you've seen, there are a dozen ways for you to make your 800 number that we provide for you ring as well. So if you decided to do your own broadcast through the dialer and have all those calls redirect to your 800 number, then those calls would be just for you. So you can, be greedy and say, hey, I want more calls just for me. And you can just set up a little campaign and have phone calls coming into your extension just for you and make more sales, okay? There are other ways that you can actually have more calls coming into you as well. And we'll talk about those, if you decide to become a part of us as well. But for the calls that we just provide for, that we pay for the marketing for, expect multiple calls coming in per week. And like I said, some days there might be one call, but other days there'll be 8 to 10 and more calls. All right, so it just really fluctuates. It depends on the day, time of day, and a number of other factors. Plus, you will have full access to your own copy of the software. Just obviously, that's obvious for you being able to make broadcasts and stuff like that. So we have brand new people making sales every single day. It's amazing to see that new agents come on board and they go in the Facebook group and they say, hey, I just made a sale. I just got in, I made a sale. We love hearing that. Now, Scott and I, we've helped hundreds of people make their first commissions from home. We've had previous businesses and we've helped a lot of people become successful. And we've actually helped several people quit their job and never need another job again. We've helped people become multiple six-figure earners, which is something that I'm very proud of, knowing that we've had an impact on those people and their families and their friends, because now they're an ability to stay home. Like I stay home with my wife doesn't work, so I'm able to see my son and my daughter every day, can throw them around and play with them and all that great stuff. Same thing with Scott, and the fact that we've been able to help other people get to the same kind of a lifestyle is really, I don't know, it's just really a blessing, and I'm very thankful for that. So are you ready? Well, you can get started right now. You can be in the call rotation within hours. We have a PDF that you're going to need to go through. We have the call script. Recommend that you read it like 20, 30, 40 times just so that you get comfortable with it. Then you will send an email to Kate, who will set you up in the call rotation, and you turn your call, your phone, your account to green. When it's green, you're going to be available to accept calls. Those calls come in, you answer the call, you follow the script, you make a sale, and everybody's happy. So we have thousands of calls coming in. I mean, we probably had tens of thousands and 50s of thousands and hundreds of thousands of calls comes in to this point. So what you want to do right now is get back with the person who sent you here, because the email was written by me, but we shared it with members to send to their prospects or whomever. So you want to make sure you get back to the person who sent you here, and they'll walk you through the sign-up process. It's very simple. It takes literally a minute or two, and you can be set up, and then you can send your email to Kate, and you'll have all that information in that part. So getting started, yes, you do need a copy of the software and the license to sell the software. It's $497, which you've seen now a number of times, and you see how that money gets split out. So now we'll go to any questions. Scott, if you're there, if you have already been answering questions or you see any questions that you feel need to be answered, I'm just now looking at it, so you might want to do that.
Okay. Most questions I have answered already. Jane had one she just asked about putting a team together, and then that team would all have their own software at their own terminal. Then as the promoter at the top of it, they would funnel up to me. So I'm confused whether you mean you're going to sell the software to create yourself a team of people, or if you wanted to hire a team to sell your software. And either way, if you wanted to hire someone to sell software for you, that's fine. And they don't all have to have their own account if they're just selling it for you. If they all want to sell it for themselves, then they need their own account, yes. Let's see. see. I saw a lot of support questions, and if you have any questions regarding support, just contact support, as this particular webinar is for new people.
Dawn, yes, you can sell lists to companies. I think I mentioned that.
Yes, Jonathan, if you would like to sign up now, and you know the person that invited you, you can just send us their name, and we can actually send you the link back right here. Then when you do get started, at the bottom left, you'll want to make sure their picture or their name is listed at the bottom left of that page so that you know you got the right sponsor and they can help you with everything. So sure, Jonathan, just send us the name of the person that invited you. You can type it in the question box like you did that, and I'll send you the link to that person's sign-up page.
Michael's asking if you use a software in Facebook but don't have CSV capability, how can you format the emails and phone numbers? Well, there's free, if you don't have like Excel, there's OpenOffice. It's free software that you can use. So there's other software other than paid software that you can use to open those or open those files. Mary Kate. So you get put in the call center by emailing Kate. She'll send you an email with step-by-step instructions. And in terms of is it full-time or part-time, that's completely up to you. So some days I work, you know, a long day if we've got a lot to do, and other days I don't work at all. I just go to the beach or go fly my remote control airplanes or do something else. So it's completely up to you, and that's what's beautiful about this lifestyle is that you can live it how you want to live it. It's not like, you know, you have to work part-time, you have to work, you do what you want to do, and you figure out what works best for you, and that's how you'll be happiest. Jane, with the time difference, will the number of calls be much lower? Not sure what you mean the time difference. Doesn't matter. It's 24/7. So if you mean if you're on the East Coast or the West Coast or in another country, is that what you're saying? So yeah, they're 24/7. So if you're like in Australia or something like that, then obviously, yeah, it would be backwards for you because most of the calls are going to be coming in during business hours U.S. Melanie, you're asking about pulling leads for people interested in security. So the way I explained it was like you're looking for more in sites like Facebook, Yahoo Answers, Google Answers, like that. That's where you're going to find more people rather than businesses. Katie Clark invited me to this call, but the question is, where would she have an email to send out or to invite people to this? Not understanding that one. Katie Clark, and so whoever invited you, that's the email you should respond to them in that email and just say, hey, I'm on the webinar and I'm responding to this email. They told me to get back to the person who invited me. So please send me your link so I can get signed up or call me, something like that. Charles, so can you address in a general way how to get all these emails in the inbox? If so, is that against canned spam? So you're more than welcome to go look at the Canned Spam Act. Definitely recommend that. But the emails that we're pulling are from the internet. So, you know, they're considered business to business, okay? When you send the email, as long as you include a way to unsubscribe, and that can be something at the bottom that says, if you don't want to receive emails anymore, please respond with unsubscribe in the subject line, and a physical address, can be a P.O. box, office, or whatever in the email, then you're being compliant with the Canned Spam Act. So Jane, if you're in the UK, then yeah, just think in terms of US business hours.
David was asking about training videos on using the software. And there are tons of videos in the back office, David, where we teach you how to use the software and every feature of our program. We also have weekly trainings where we let you bring every question. So if you're working on a particular funnel or working on a particular sales presentation, things like that, you can bring those questions on weekly trainings, and we'll answer it live and kind of walk you through things like that. So absolutely.
Jane, so we can, 1, sell the software, 2, generate leads for any other business, i.e. Juice Plus, and 3, earn commissions on affiliate sites all at the same time. So yes, that's exactly right. You can do all of the above. And Katie's saying no, she didn't have a link to email out to invite to this webinar. I am completely confused with what you're asking, Katie.
Mary Kate was asking about the phone calls as well. Are they the same? And yeah, we have an internal do not call list, but also the phone numbers that you're pulling are listed online, available to call. So, but we do have an internal do not call list that you can scrub your list against as well.
Is there a training on how to use the software for realtors, insurance agents, and mortgage brokers? Yeah, we basically train on how to think about using the software for any industry at all. Doesn't matter what it is. There's data out there that will benefit any type of business and any type of salesperson for those businesses. So yeah, absolutely. Mary Kate, same question about phone calls, the do not call list option. So again, these are business to business. So as long as you pull the data from our software, you don't have to worry about the do not call. Because think about it, if I have my phone number out there for you to call me for something, then I can't also be on the do not call list. It just doesn't work that way. Charles, how much does it cost to send X amount of calls? What is the rate? So it's 1.8 cents a minute, and we charge in 6-second increments. So fractions of a penny. What is the call rate? Can you clarify? Does the broadcaster cost extra on the $4.97? No, the broadcaster is part of the $4.97. So yes, it's all inclusive. Well, welcome to all the brand new members. Obviously, we're excited to get a chance to work with you and just follow the steps in connecting with Kate so she can get you added to the call center and you can get access to the software right away and start pulling data, going through and looking at ways where you can start monetizing, making money. Obviously, if you have people already in mind that would love the software, then get sent over your links to them right away so you can start making sales right away. And we have training coming up on Wednesday. We do every single week. So it looks like we're towards the end of the questions here. Yossi's asking why the software doesn't pull data in other languages. Well, the software basically just piggybacks on top of the search engines. So if you were to pull data from, if I were to type in a word in another language, it would pull data that's related to that, and you can actually search inside of other Google sites. So if you have like a Google, what was it, like DT for Deutschland or Germany or whatever, it can pull stuff from there as well. So it's just going to pull whatever's there. It's just piggybacking on top of other stuff, okay? So it will do that, actually. It'll pull from there. Okay, good. Got that. Great. So, well, everybody, listen, have a great weekend. I'm excited for all the new members that came on board. And We'll be excited to see you in the training next week and excited to see all of your sales and success. And so with that, I'm going to pass it over to Scott. This is Stefan saying so long, have a great weekend, and Scott, I'll pass it over to you.
All right, great. So one more question from Tia said, can you receive calls on your cell phone? You can choose any phone to receive your calls on. You will actually tell our server, our software, which phone to call you on. You can change it anytime, and it'll then ring that telephone for you. So all those that have already gotten started, I saw a few, welcome to the team. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you in our next live training, which is Wednesday evening. So, and all of you that are about to get started, welcome to the team, to you as well. So we'll see you in training, guys, and thanks a lot for coming. Take care. See you later.